Blaze TV, and Nomiki Konst is the host of The Filter on Sirius XM Progress. Great to see you both. So, Nomiki, let me start with you on Tim Kaine. You know, in his defense, we've seen so many of these mass, violence incidents on college campuses and elsewhere, and they've involved guns, they've involved many things, but again, to get out ahead of his skis and call it a senseless act of gun violence when it wasn't, and to not more forcefully withdraw that and apologize for it and make clear that he was very wrong. Your thoughts?
Senator Kaine should have not rushed to judgment, should have waited for the facts to come in, as should have the police that were there who ended up shooting, who we now know is somebody who aligned himself with ISIS. With that all being said, if there were guns at this scene, it would have been much more horrific, and you can see that.
Wait. Did you say the police needed to exercise more self-control?
Well, think about this. Okay, so, the FBI trains in situations like this. They want to make sure that the person, the attacker, is alive so they can question them, especially if there's some sort of terrorist affiliation.
But not if he's sticking a knife into 11 people. Then you just want him dead, right?
There's a lot of training behind this. You find a way to injure them, harm them, knock them down, so that you can still keep them alive to question them. And they do that in the military, they do that with the CIA.
Yeah, that's not how the training goes. Yeah, that's not how the training goes. No, Nomiki, I haven't seen you at any of the classes that I've run through. I haven't seen Nomiki at any of the training seminars that I've gone through, any of the scenarios that I've run. Also, I have to say something as well. This insane idea that, well, if this guy had a gun, it would have been much worse. Actually, statistically, that's not even true, because I could, Megyn, I could spend the rest of your show, which I'm not going to, going through all of the mass shooting incidents that have been stopped by a lawful gun owner. In fact, I'm going to tweet them out immediately after. I'm going to do a real list, Nomiki. Nomiki, let me talk. You're not going to monologue over me. You have no idea what you're talking about, Nomiki. And the officer, Megyn, is a hero. He absolutely is a hero, because this guy would have went through a ton more people had a gun, a good guy with a gun, not shown up and acted. And imagine how quicker this guy could have been dropped by a lawful gun owner if they had been there as well. We got to stop the gun-free zones, and I'm glad to see Indiana State Legislature taking a step towards this by considering campus carry.
Can I respond real quickly?
Go ahead, Nomiki.
Okay, so you look at a country like Japan, where there's 0.6 gun owners per 100 people, and here in America we have 88.8.
They have the highest suicide rate in the world,
Let me finish. That's a completely separate scenario. Completely separate scenario, where we have 88.8. They have had 3 mass shootings in the last 15 years. We have one every single day.
And we have more defensive gun use instances as well, 2.3 million a year.
Hold on. I'm going to give you the last word, Dana.
Okay,
finish your point, Nomiki.
So the bottom line is, we have, in areas of this country where there are stronger gun laws, we have fewer mass shootings. That's just a fact. The FBI states it.
Okay.
Also, the CIA trains officials.
But even when you have the gun laws,
to question.
You got the guy with the knife in the car.
But if he's a terrorist,
I know, to question. He should have questioned him. He should have questioned him while he was sticking the knife into people's throats.
Well, he could have injured him.
I don't know. If it had been me, I would have been glad the cop showed up. Dane, I'll give you the last word.
Amen to that. I'll list those mass shooting incidents prevented. But don't forget, remember, back in 2013, Obama commissioned a report from the CDC, 2.3 million instances of defensive gun use annually, which far greatly outweighs criminal usage.
All right. Ladies, it's always a pleasure. Very feisty.
Thank you.
There's always going to be another one to debate.